They laughed when he dropped into a squat. They stopped laughing when he shattered a man's ribs with a single palm strike. Jiang Wei never wanted to fight. He had left that life behind, disappearing into the mountains, tending to his bees, and living in peace. The old ways were dying. The great animal styles, tiger, crane, mantis, had all evolved, adapted, or faded. His own art, the ancient and feared Xiong Chuan, bare fist, was nearly extinct. He was its last master. But peace never lasts. When the Iron Claw gang arrived, they came with torches and steel, demanding gold from the village. When no one paid, they started breaking things. A farmer who resisted was cut down in the street. Jiang heard the commotion from his hut. He sighed, setting down his jar of honey. He had hoped this day wouldn't come. The gang leader, a wiry man with a cruel face, watched as his men ransacked the village. He barely noticed the old man approaching, until the villagers fell silent. Jiang's steps were slow, deliberate. His body was thick with muscle, his stance heavy. He looked like a farmer, his robes loose and simple. But there was something about the way he moved, like a boulder rolling downhill. "Leave," Jiang said. The gang leader smirked. "Or what?" Jiang exhaled through his nose. "Or you'll see bear style." That made them laugh. One of the bandits, a cocky young swordsman, stepped forward. "Bear style? What is that? You sit on us." Jiang didn't answer. He dropped into a wide stance, feet planted, knees bent, his center of gravity low and unshakable. His arms hung loose, fingers slightly curled like claws. The swordsman sneered and lunged, his blade flashing in the firelight. Jiang's arm moved like a falling tree. He didn't block the attack. He crushed it. His palm struck the swordsman's ribs with a sound like thunder. The man folded in half and flew backward, landing in the dirt, gasping for air. The laughter stopped. Another charged, a brute with an axe. He swung wildly, aiming for Jiang's head. Jiang ducked, his movements deceptively fast for his size. He surged forward, slamming his shoulder into the man's chest like a rampaging bear. The brute flew off his feet, crashing into a cart. The villagers watched in awe. This was no ordinary martial art. This was raw, overwhelming force, like a bear crushing a hunter beneath its weight. The gang leader frowned. "Destroy him." 5 men rushed him at once. Jiang's movements were slow, until they weren't. He caught a fist mid-swing, his grip like iron. With a twist, he hurled the attacker into his own ally. Another came at him with a spear. Jiang sidestepped and clamped down on the weapon, snapping in two. He grabbed the spearman by the collar and drove him into the dirt with both hands, as if planting a tree. The last 2 hesitated. Jiang exhaled. His stance deepened. He slammed his heel into the ground, and the earth itself seemed to shake. The 2 attackers turned and ran. The gang leader swallowed hard. "Wait, maybe we can talk." Jiang stepped forward. The leader scrambled back, tripping over himself. He clawed at the dirt, eyes wide with fear. Jiang loomed over him. "No more gangs. No more threats. Leave. Now." The leader scrambled to his feet and ran. The villagers erupted in cheers. But when they turned to thank Jiang, he was already walking away, back toward his hut in the mountains. He had no interest in fame. He had no need for thanks. The bear style lived on. That was enough.